John Mellencamp and Farm Aid Executive Director Carolyn Mugar go way back. We caught up with them a little bit earlier today to see what they were up to.
You know, people will spend hours and hours and hours researching what kind of flat screen television they're going to be buying. You know, they'll look in Consumer Report, they'll look here, they'll go to this store, that store, they'll look around, they'll think about it before they purchase it. Do the same with a car, you know. Just look at the car, drive the car, kick the tires. But when it comes to their own engine, their own body, they'll put any damn thing in it. Oh, it's cheap? Yeah, give it out, I'll eat it. You know, and I think that really is the nightmare of the lack of education to the general public about family farming, the lack of education to the general public about actually what they're eating.
What message do you think we should give the public when they're trying to be a smarter shopper? You know, what's a good message to give to people?
Well, Neil said it a long time ago. He said something really great. It was funny. He said, if you walk into a grocery store and it's got more cartoon characters on the boxes than you would see on television in the afternoon, you should probably just leave. Because that's what they're selling. They're not really selling food for your kids. You know, they're selling, you know, entertainment. And, oh yeah, by the way, we have this kind of food product that we are trying to get to you.
There's this guy that is very active in the food world. He's written a lot of books, Michael Pollan, and he always says, if you can't pronounce the name on the ingredients, don't buy it.
That's right.
And if you look at the ingredients and you don't know what the heck it is, stay away from it. Get, you know, what is it, whatever his 3 rules, eat green, eat this. He has 3 great food rules, but eat vegetables and a lot of them, or something like that. But we should know what people have an opportunity to ask what's in their food wherever they go. Yeah, where it's from.
Well, right now there's a lawsuit being mounted by the same people that went after Big Tobacco, and they're going after the FDA for this labeling, because the labeling, of course, you know, is all misleading now. You know, you look at something and you see so many calories or something, and that's like per serving. Oh, I thought it was the whole can. No, it's per serving, which is 4 potato chips. You know, that's a serving.
It's true.
But, you know, if you just look at it and you don't take time to read it, so it's just, you know, they've made it so complicated, and that it just, and it's all done on purpose, so that people just go, forget it.
And we have a right to know what's in our food. We have a right to know what's in it. So that's the whole GMO labeling.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, when we were growing up, food was regulated much more carefully, much more, I mean, it was, the government actually did their job. But it's hard now for the government to do their job when you know, the people who are running the factory farms have so much money to spend on lobbyists, and it's hard, you know, to say. And then, of course, they always present it that they're helping the farmer. You know, that's the presentation. But, you know, look, I mean, if you remember the first Farm Aid.
I was just going to ask you what about it?
Well, I remember having a heated conversation with you and with Willie about why are these people sponsoring Farm Aid? And it turned out that they were some of the biggest enemies that Farm Aid had.
And we've changed that a lot.
Well, but I'm just saying that, you know, here we were trying to do something, but we were so naive to not to be able to identify, you know, this brand of farming against that brand of farming. And consequently, you know, a few years later, it was kind of like, hey, you know, maybe these people shouldn't be involved with us.
Associated with us, yeah.
Correct.
What do you think about, what do you think the mood is on terms of people fighting back? I know that's one of your favorite themes. What's the feeling you had today in that room with all those farmers there and activists and
well, the guy was right. You know, Pennsylvania has stayed pretty true to the rules. Well, 90% of, I think 90% of of all the farms here are family
Yes.
owned.
Yep.
And you know, my suspicion, of
unusual.
course, being the suspicious one that I am, I thought, well, yeah, but are they under the umbrella of some big factory farm?
Well, the big ones are big, and they don't count. You know, they pile up a little slower in the numbers, but they're bigger. You know, and that's
Right.
the problem. But Pennsylvania is a great example of
What can
family
you get?
farm agriculture. Yep.
Yeah,
But it's up against a lot of obstacles here too, and there are industrial farms here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.